Hey guys, in this one, I want to show you how to use Elementor with WordPress to build a great looking website. Now, I'm going to use Elementor with WordPress and something called the Astra theme plugin. So within WordPress, you can get a plugin called Astra theme. We can download that, get some really great free themes, and get Elementor in there as well that we can use to edit our website. I'll put a link below in the description to Bluehost. This is the host that I'll be using for this tutorial. I use them all the time. If you click that link, you can get web hosting for under $3, under £3 in the UK, and get a free domain when you sign up as well. So click that link. You can actually do it side by side with me and we'll go through it step by step. If you already have web hosting, you can skip through about 5-7 minutes or so and get through to the WordPress and Elementor tutorial. Once you're on Bluehost, you'll see that you actually get a free domain for the first year and a free SSL certificate as well. And this is really great. One-click WordPress install, which is exactly what we want. You also get 24/7 support. You can call them or chat them. And as you can see, you get an introductory offer and a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. I think it's really great. So let's click Get Started and we'll go through the setup process. If you just want to try Bluehost out, you can actually just go for the basic at under $3 a month. You only get one website and up to 50 gigabytes of storage. That may be enough for you though, so you might want to go with that. I'm going to go for Choice Plus though, because you get unlimited websites, which means you can have loads of domains on the same hosting plan. You also get something really great, which is actually domain privacy. And to be honest, it's literally no more at the current time that I'm looking at this. So Choice Plus for me is definitely the one I want to go for. The next thing you'll have to do is type in a domain name that you want and press next. Great, that's available. So I can use that domain for my website. And now we just have to put in our personal information here. This has to be correct for you. Now you can choose how long you want the account plan for. It chooses 36 months as a default. You can choose either 2 years or 1 year. You can then go down to the package extras and they've selected something for you here. You can just uncheck that. It's not really necessary. You get free domain privacy with this plan anyway, so you can just save that. Then you can scroll down and put in your credit card info in this box. Once you've done that, you can scroll down and you have to agree to Bluehost's terms. Also click this so you don't receive any spam emails and offers, and then you just hit submit. That's great. We now have a website and we have hosting as well. You can go through and create your account on Bluehost by pressing this button. Click the terms and conditions agreement and then create an account with Bluehost. Then we can go and log into the account using that information. Simply type the password that you just created, then click log in. What's great about Bluehost is that all you have to do is answer these questions and it'll set the site up for you. So right now we're going to just create a blog because that is what will be used with WordPress. We can then put this information in. It's not entirely necessary though, and creating the site for myself and continue. You can tell Bluehost this as well, but you don't really need to. You can skip this step if you want. You can then type the name of your site, which will be the thing that people see when they log onto it in a browser. You don't have to put a tagline, it's just not necessary. You can tell them how comfortable you are, but again, you don't need to. And then we can continue to the theme selection that we'll be using with WordPress. I actually think this one looks really great. It's called Hestia. You can see just a big image there on the top and then some information down below. There are really so many themes, but we can actually just use this theme right now. Let's click on that. It really is so simple. And now we go to My Sites and we definitely want to log in with WordPress and we can get right into WordPress editing our website. So if we wanted, we could go right ahead and just click on Customize Your Site. And that would take us straight into the editor where we can just go through everything on that Hestia theme that we chose. Remember that when we were signing up with Bluehost. We're going to use the Astra theme plugin though to get some free themes, and we're going to do that. But first thing, we need to get rid of all the bloatware that comes installed on WordPress. It's like those apps that you get on your smartphone when you get it and you delete them to free up some space. That's what we want to do. So we can come down here, click on this plugins. And as you can see, there's a load of installed plugins that we just don't need. Some spam filters here, which themselves are actually spam. So we don't need those. You can actually come up here to plugin, just select all, Then go to bulk actions and click deactivate, press apply. That has now deactivated all of those plugins, and you can see the messages have gone from the left-hand side. You can actually just go to bulk editing all of them. You can just press delete as well. So that will get rid of all of those plugins. Don't worry, you can search for the plugins again, and we'll go through that in a second, but I just want to get rid of these to make everything fresh. So hit apply. You can also click on OK for that one. As you can see, it is deleting all of those plugins. So you've got a brand new fresh start with WordPress. We can then go and add a couple of plugins that I think are really great. So let's go to add new, and we can search for Astra. So what we can do, come right up here to the search box, just type in the word Astra. It's going to search it automatically for you, which is really great. And actually it is this one right here. Starter templates, Elementor, Beaver Builder, Gutenberg and Brizzy templates. This will actually contain loads of free themes and also Elementor, which is what we want to use. So you can come right here, just press install like this. It's going to take a few seconds to install onto your WordPress. Once it's installed like that, you do have to go and activate it. So just press activate. Once that's done, you can see we come through to this page. This is our installed plugins page. We have one right now. We deleted all that rubbish bloatware. We've got starter templates. So what you can do is come and click on C library. We can go through all of the templates that we can use with this Astra theme. Now we're using Elementor. It's a great editor, but you can come up here, as you can see, and switch between Beaver Builder, Gutenberg and Brizzy. These are different types of builder. They have different layouts and they edit the site differently, but obviously this one is about Elementor. And then you can see all of these themes that you can choose. You can come right up here. You can categorize them by business or blog or e-commerce. And then what you will probably want to click on is free. So now we have all of the free themes that we can edit with Elementor. So depending on what type of business that you have, you can definitely choose one that is really unique to you. But to be honest, most of them are kind of the same. They have a big hero image, as it's called, at the top. This is this big image here. And then underneath you maybe have some smaller images and some text. Now with Elementor, you can change absolutely everything. So to be totally honest, the theme that you choose isn't really that important unless one really stands out for you. Let's go to this mountain theme. Now with this theme, there are two options that you can download. You can either install the entire theme, so that will give you all of these 4 pages. We have a home page, as you can see here. We have an about us, a services page, and a contact page. I guess most businesses will want more pages, but you can also just import contact template, import services template. You've seen it change down here, or just import the home page template, and it will only import that one page for you. Or you can come here, import complete site, and that will upload all 4 of these pages. Pages are really easy to add and edit, so you may not want to import them all at the same time, but you can quickly have a look, scroll down, see the pages, see if it fits you. I think this one is really great, and we then have to choose some options, and I would suggest deleting the previously imported site. This will just mean you get a completely fresh install and there won't be any leftovers from another site that was uploaded when you actually got WordPress up and running. Click import and then wait a couple of minutes to that all to be uploaded. Great, that's uploaded, as you can see. Now we can just click on view site, and this is going to take us straight through to our website that we can use Elementor with. So you can see this is actually the live site right now. So it's taking me to my web domain. And what you can see up at the top is basically the options that we can use to edit this site. Let's go ahead and click edit with Elementor right here. And you'll see Elementor come up now, and all of the different things that we can do to edit the site will also come up. So this is Elementor. Elementor is a way of creating elements and different parts of the website. So Elementor, obviously taking its name from elements. This is an element right here. This is an element. This is too. And right here, you can click on anything you want to edit it. So if I click on create your website, so this is text. I'm going to click on that right now. You can see on the left-hand side, you can edit it right here. Create your website. This is the title and the text, and this will change here. Everything that you want to edit, you can very simply click on, and you can see this changes now. Maybe this box, services, it comes up with a button here. So the template we can change. Create your website. I'm just going to put a nice title for our website, Cedric the Chef, like this. So It's gonna be a website for a personal chef. Then you can change this all to whatever you want. The best personal chef, like this. Just change my name because I got it wrong. Cedric, like this. So you can see how easy it is to literally just click on something and change it. You can also get rid of something if you don't want it to. So right now it thinks that we maybe want to edit this text. Super easy to edit it or delete it. Come to this icon right here, right click on this, and you'll see some options right here. So you can come and delete it, or you can paste a style, just like in Microsoft Word. I think I want to delete this, so you can go ahead and delete it, and you can see that happens. Also really great, if you want to undo something, click Command Z. I've got a Mac, so it's Command Z, but if you've got a Windows PC, you just want to press undo on your keyboard. And as you can see, it just comes back just like in Microsoft Word. Something else you need to know is right here. So these are some boxes. These are actually links. So you definitely want to be able to click these. Now, if I click on this, because I'm in Elementor, it's going to let me edit this. You can see it's a button right here, and we need to add a link to the button. Right now, there is no link. It has this hashtag, so there's nothing in here. It's not going to link anywhere. It's actually just going to go straight back to the homepage. So I'm sure you know about website links. What you'll have to do is just link to a page on your site to this box. You put that link in right here. So my site is techzg.co. So I could put HTTPS like this, zg.co/services, because that's what the actual box is called. Now, I would have to create a page called techzg.co/services. Towards the end of the tutorial, I will show you how to create new pages that you can link to. However, this theme already has a services page. It came when we imported the complete site. If we go now to the website itself, techzg.co, and actually see the site, and now we're not editing this site in this page right now, but you can see the services page is actually available. And if you click on that, you can actually see the web address for this page. It literally is techzg.co/services. So that is absolutely fine. And we can change this in the future. But as we come back to right here, that means that this link will actually work and go through to the services page. So whenever you create a link or you see a box, so if I go to the About Us, you can see it's not linked. You just have to make sure that you get the proper link. So if I go to the About Us page right here, I can then come up. I can then copy the web address. So just get the web address, copy it, then you can paste it right in here, and you can see it's techzg.co/about. And this is now going to link to our About Us page. We can then check on services again. You can see it right here. You can also change the text. It says services now, but you can say my menu or something like that. So you can very easily change it here. My menu may be really good, or services may be really good, considering that I'm a call-in chef. Services kind of works. And then down here, you can add a few other items. So an icon is really cool. So in Elementor, there are tons of icons that you can choose from. So if I click on the icon library, all of these are icons that you can upload, and there are literally thousands of them, and they're really, really cool as well. So maybe you want to put a flag in, or you put an arrow. You can actually search up here arrow like this, and there's loads of different arrows. So maybe I want to use this one. So I'm just going to input that, click on it, press insert, and you can see you just have that icon pop up right here. So you may or may not want to include this depending on the type of style that you want, but icons can look really good and unique for your site. If you don't want it, again, you can just press delete right here and it won't be there, but you can choose whatever you want. So literally in a couple of minutes, I've changed the website, and what I'm going to do with this one is maybe just put in a little bit of text. I'll cook for you like this. So I'm a call-in chef, and so that really just explains what I am. Now, of course, the thing that really stands out here is that this background image isn't really great. It doesn't really tell people that I'm a chef. So we're going to need to change this. The way that you can do this is by clicking anywhere where there isn't text, and then right clicking and come to edit section right here. And you'll see this box comes up. It's the layout box. Now, really the way that you actually edit the background is to come to style, and you can see right here in normal, and then under image, the image that we're using right now is here. It's very easily changed. What we want to do is hover over here and just click on choose image. This will then bring up the insert media box. So get some images, whatever they are. You can either do them yourself or maybe go to some free image websites like Pexels. That's what I did anyway. So I've got this, and then you can just drag and drop the image that you want to use into here, just like that, and just wait for it to upload. Now, on the right hand side, you may want to put some alt text for the image. That basically just tells Google what the actual image is. This is sometimes used for SEO. So if you want to put some keywords in here for the caption and the description, you can do that. They won't be displayed on your website. Once this is uploaded and it's checked off with a tick, you can press insert media and you can literally see straight away. How cool is that? That is just awesome. Literally one click and it just completely changes the site. If someone comes on this site right now, they are going to instantly know what it's about. It's just such a powerful hero image, to be honest. Straight away, it looks so much better. Now what we can do also, if you think this looks cool, but an image isn't for me, you can come right up here. So we have gradient here, so you can actually add a gradient. You can come down to background overlay right here and change a few things around, like the opacity. So that makes it a bit whiter and darker. You can change this around, but something really cool is to come back to the classic look, and you can change an overlay on the actual image as well. So right now it's got this kind of blue color, but you can change this to anything you want. Let's change it to black, for example, so we can click out of there, and you can change the opacity. So come down, choose the opacity. So that's obviously no opacity, really stands out, but you kind of can't see the text. You maybe might want to turn the opacity up a little bit. Maybe that looks a bit better. You can play around with this. So the way that you do that is literally choosing the second color right here and then choosing opacity. So play around with that. But something also really awesome that you can do is actually upload a video, which is super cool. Now, the way that you do this is by linking to a URL on the web. So you can actually use YouTube or Vimeo. You don't have to have a public video, but you can upload it to YouTube and then link to it. So I've gone on YouTube and I've got a random video. So I'll show you how it works. Now, obviously I suggest that you get your own video here, but I've just gone onto YouTube and you can see I've pasted a video from YouTube, and wow, that looks so cool. So basically what you can do is change the start time and the end time of the video. So let's go start at 10 and maybe we will end at 20. So 10 seconds into the video, that's when it starts. 20 seconds into the video, that's when it ends, and also loops back to the start. You can change this with your video how you want, but if you thought that the image was powerful, this may be even more powerful to have a video right here that people can look at. You can also change the overlay and the opacity as you want, just to make it not too distracting for the text above. So you can, turn the opacity down or maybe turn it up, however you want. But this is really up to you in terms of how it looks, but this is the basics of how to do it. This could obviously be really unique to you, or you can just come back up to background right here and then just go back to your gradient or your classic, which is an image. Right, so I've got the hero image down here, and now we have to click on to the services. So you can edit these in exactly the same way. Just click on the box and on the text and you can change it. Service 1, so maybe this could be menu 1 for me because I'm a chef, and then this could be menu 2. So people can choose between a couple of menus that they want me to cook them in their home. So menu 2, and then this would be menu 3. You can obviously change all of the images right here. So make sure that you have the box selected. Again, right click here, click edit column. That will give you the layout right here. You can then go to style and look at the background again. So we've got this image. So once more, you just go to choose image. You have the insert media screen, and then you can go and put an image on there, drag and drop, put it in. It's going to upload for you. When that is uploaded, then you can press insert media as we did before, and it's just going to insert it there. You can do that for these two as well. This obviously links as well. So if we click on this, you can see that the link is to service 1. And actually what this will do is actually link right down here on the page or to another page here. So you can either link it to another page that you can create from scratch, or to one of the pages that are up here. For example, the services page, it might just go through to services and people can basically go through to that and see it. So that is how you do it. Essentially just change the image, change the link in this column right here. So what if you didn't actually want this? Maybe this box right here you didn't want, you wanted to delete it, or maybe amazing things for you, our history didn't really suit you. It's really easy to basically get rid of this section. So you can see the blue box right here. This basically is one section. So this is a section here. This top section is different as well. There's a blue box here. As we scroll down, the blue box changes. And then as we scroll down, the blue box changes again. You can come up here and just click X, and that section is deleted. It's absolutely gone. You don't have to edit it. You can also press the plus button right here to add a section in. So let's click on add a section, and it will come up with these three options. There's a couple of things you can do. You can drag a widget here, or you can literally just press the plus button. It's going to come up for you with a structure for the box that you're about to implement. Maybe you want 2 halves or you want it in thirds. Let's go with just half and half. So click this one. And as you can see, there's a box right here and a box right here that we can now fill. So we can press plus on this one. Then on the left-hand side, you can choose all of the elements. So these are the elements that you're going to put in to build your page. Do you want an image? Do you want text? Anything in here, you're in a video. Now you can search for these as well. There are a lot of different elements that you can put in, pretty much anything. This is how you build websites in Elementor. So maybe we want an image. So if I just type in the word image, these are all of the options that we can use to input images into this element. You can use an image box, you can use an image gallery, so it's going to swipe through them. Image carousel is going to swipe through them. Let's just go with a normal image just to really illustrate how we do it. So what we're going to do is click and drag this and drop it into that element. So click this, drag it over and drop it right in here. We now have an image that we can change and basically upload. So let me show you how to do that. Again, we need our images right here. So make sure we're choosing image on this one like this. We can then get our images and you can put anything in here that you want. But just to show you, let's use this one again. So you can drag and drop in. I've actually got this one already uploaded, so I don't need to drag it in again. I can just make sure it's selected, go to insert media. As you can see, I've very easily added a brand new element or section to the website and I've made it my own. On the right hand side, let's say this was a menu item or something, you could come to here, click the plus button, then come to the left hand side and choose what you want to put in. I really want some text in here, so I'm going to just click on this text, drag it here, click it. You can see the text comes up, so you can edit that text in this section right here like this, and basically that's it. You can then come through to style and change where it is. So maybe you want it justified on the right, on the left like this. Maybe you want it further down. You could just very easily just enter down like this. You know, change it exactly how you want, but that's really the basics of how to do it, to add in elements onto your website, make them your own. So now that you've got the basics down, I'm sure you could go ahead and edit the theme exactly as you want. All you have to do is click on everything to edit it on the left-hand side. Also here, right-click to get to the edit section portion and go to style to change all the backgrounds. This will also work on every single page. So this is our home page. As you can see from our site, we also have other pages too. So the About Us is going to be exactly the same in the way that you edit it. Same for services. Just simply edit the images on the background and the text as you wish, and the Contact Us page as well. You can very easily edit all of this just as we did before. There are some other things that we need to do though. Firstly, we need to change the logo, which is slightly different. We also can change all of these menu items as well, because these may not be right for you and your business. So we're going to get onto that now. But first, what I need to do is save all of the changes that I've made in the website. You can come down here and do that. There's actually a box right here that you can click on. You can either save a draft, you can save this design as a template, or you can press update. Update is basically like saving, and nothing is going to be changed on your website unless you press this. So this is super important just to save your changes very often when you're editing. So I'm going to click on update. That will take a second or two to update, and that has saved now. So if I go back to the live site, this is online right now. I go back to the homepage, you'll see that it has changed and it's looking way much more like I want it to look. It's looking really awesome, to be honest, already. Now we're moving on to editing and adding pages and also editing the links to those pages. So right here in the top menu, I have home, about, services, and contact, and then a take action button. Let's edit these. The way that we edit these is actually coming back to the WordPress homepage. So go back to your WordPress tab right here. We can just X out of this one. And then we need to go through to pages. So we can look at all the pages on our site. Now remember, we uploaded those pages along with the theme. We have contact, home, services, and about. You can very easily add a new page in WordPress. You can come to add new right here. Or if you go back to your Elementor editor, go back to your website, you can see edit page or plus new. That's two ways that you can add a page to your website. And in Elementor, it's a bit easier because you have post, media, page, template. So if you saved something as a template before or anything else. So you can use Elementor to add pages to your site as well. Let's actually go back to the WordPress dashboard and we can see these pages and actually click on them. So contact right here. Now we clicked on that. You can see it asks us to edit with Elementor. So we go back to our website right here. As long as we're on the contact page, the edit with Elementor box will be up here. So we can click edit with Elementor. That will be exactly the same as we did on the homepage. But how about changing the links to these pages? So maybe we want to change the name. Let's come back to the WordPress dashboard. We can press back to come back to the dashboard itself. We can then come down to appearance. And we want to come to menus. So let's click on menus and you'll see what I mean. We now have the menu system right here. We have home, about, services, and contact. That is what we see up here, home, about, services, contact. Let's change this. Firstly, you can very easily change the names. You can literally just click on the page itself on this little arrow and the navigation label. You can really change this. So maybe about me, for example. Very easy to change the name. You can also come and remove that link completely. Let's just change the name for now. So save menu like this. Just wait for this to save. You can see it saved now. Then when we come back to the site, the about should change. So we refresh the site because we have saved the changes and you'll see about change to about me. So that's how you change the menu items and how they're displayed. There's also a couple of other things we can do. Not just deleting each of the navigation labels and links, you can actually make them into sub menus and subheadings, which is really, really cool. So about me and services are two different links right here. About me and services. I want to make the services basically a link or a drop down within the about me menu. So all you have to do is click and hold on this item and you can basically drag it around. You can change the order in which they are displayed. So services would be on the very left-hand side if I placed it here, or you can actually make a submenu by moving it to the right-hand side. I'm going to do that now and then let go of the mouse. You can see about me is now a top menu and services is a sub item within this parent. We're going to just save the menu right here to save the changes, and then I'll show you how that looks. Great, that's saved, and then we'll move to here and just press refresh. Now, every theme does this a little bit differently in terms of how it's displayed. This theme did it really well. I really like how this is displayed. There's just an arrow. It's as simple as that. You have home, about me, contact, and then about me is now a main heading, and then there's a drop down right here that we can click on, which is obviously our services page. So that is how you create sub menus and headings in the top menu right there. If you don't like that, you can just pull it to the left hand side, click save, and that will just go back to as it was. If you actually just want to completely get rid of a page, you can't just delete it here. All these are just links to pages that just happen to be at the top of your site in a menu. If you want to actually delete a page, then you're going to have to come up to pages, click on pages like this, and you can delete a page. Maybe you want to delete the about us page or about me page. Click on it, come to bulk actions, move to trash. That will physically delete that page. It will be completely gone. Any links to it will also not work because the page won't be there. So just to make sure that if you want to delete a page, it is this one. Even if you don't link to a page here, the page will still exist unless you delete it in the WordPress dashboard in pages. Now, some other things that we want to change is the logo. So as you can see, this is definitely just not befitting us. We need to change this. Actually, the easiest way that I found to change this is not using Elementor. Make sure you have this option up so you can edit. Actually come to customize. Now this is the WordPress customizer. It's not as robust as Elementor, but you do need to use it to change certain things, including the logo. For beginners, this is also quite a powerful tool and you can see everything change, but we definitely want to change this logo. The easiest way is to come and hover over and basically press this, click to edit the element. So it's just the same as Elementor in terms of drag and drop. Now, if this option isn't here for you, you can come to the header. This is called the header because it's at the top. You can click header. I think it's maybe site identity. Yes, it is. So we can see the logo here. So if this option isn't available, it's all on the left-hand side. You can essentially choose it. You can go back to navigate through the elements right here. You can see the breadcrumb and the blog. This is all elements on this page, but we're gonna go through to the header, site identity, and then the logo. So we're going to go change image right here. It's going to take us back to this image uploader and the media uploader as you saw before. I've just got a random logo that I'm going to use here. It doesn't really make much sense, but it's the right size just to show you. So I've uploaded that and then I'm going to click choose image. It's going to upload it for us. You can see right now, so that is how you change your logo. So you definitely can make the site totally your own just by uploading that logo right there. For some reason, this one is here as well. I'm not really sure. This may be the bottom logo. You can see right here. I'm not really sure. It may be bigger if it's maybe displayed on mobiles. So you might want to change this logo as well to the same one that you uploaded. And crop image, that's fine. So I'm just going to upload that, and that may be displayed on mobile devices like that. So we've got this that we've changed and made our own. We've got all the text and the image that we've changed and made our own. This one too, and we've added an element here looking really unique to us. If you're happy with that, remember to click publish. That is the name given to saving. Once that's saved, that will be live on the site ready for you. Hopefully that has taught you the basics of how to change. There are some really important things that you need to know about before we end though. We are back in the WordPress dashboard right now. And what we want to do is come down to users and then just click on this. This is you as a user. You can definitely click on this user and there are some things that you can change. In here, you might want to come down and actually change the email that you use with Elementor. If you want to change your password, then scroll right down here, generate password, or change your password right here, and then just click update profile just to make sure that you're changing your password and it's secure for you. Also really important is how your website is produced. So when you add pages, this is really important. We need to come to settings right here. Then we need to go through to permalinks. So click on this. So essentially every single time that you add a page to your website, you can name it uniquely. It has to be a unique name. WordPress, I think, defaults to plain or date and name. This is going to basically be complete gobbledygook that no one can understand. It's really complicated. This is not good for links. So you want to come down here and just put post name so that when you add a page to your site, it's going to follow this template, your website name / and then the name of the page. As you can see, month and name will essentially just randomly give a page this kind of layout. So the date and the month and then the name. You maybe do day and name, which is even more complicated, or plain, which is literally just a question mark, P for page and then equals and then the number of the page. None of those are really memorable. You don't want to use those. So make sure it's post name. That's going to be more memorable for people to access. My site is already live, but if yours isn't, then there will be an orange box up here that says publish. That is how you publish your site. So beware that if there is an orange box up here for you, you can click on that to publish your website and then it will all be live for you if it isn't already. Something else that's really specific to Elementor if you're using this is editing the footer, as you can see down here. So for some reason when you're editing, you can't click on this like all the other elements and edit this. What you have to do is come back through to the WordPress dashboard. We can then come down to appearance, as you can see here, then come down to header and footer blocks. Click on that one. You'll see that Elementor has installed a site footer that is this thing that we have here. So this is the way we edit this. Come down to edit right here. It's then going to take us through to the next page, which is edit with Elementor. We can press this one. That takes us now through to a page where we can actually edit the footer. For some reason, I found this is the way that you have to do it. So now we can edit it. As you can see, it is just a page with the footer on and nothing else. So it's kind of like a separate page. So if you want to change the logo and all of the links, that is done through here. You have to get it through the WordPress dashboard, go into Elementor, change it there. If you make any changes, press update and save. Then to get back into the WordPress dashboard from here, you can press this hamburger menu. You can edit all these site settings and themes right here. So site settings will actually enable you to change the global colors and fonts so everything changes. Or you can just come out of here, press the hamburger menu and come back, exit to dashboard. That will take you back to WordPress. If you haven't done already, go through to Bluehost, get that web hosting and a free domain, and then you can start building a great looking website. Best of luck with your website. Let me know how it goes in the comments. I'd love to know. Thank you for watching this one though. Thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.